You know it's going to be a wacky Wednesday when we get to chat with our best friend forever, Michael Babcock at TMZ.
Well, that was a good intro.
Thank
I
you.
liked
That was a great intro.
Good morning.
I was trying to use my TMZ voice, Michael. What?
You know what, Jeremy? You have a job as the voice here if you ever want to come
Oh,
out.
thank you. That is my dream. I'll send Harvey
The
Levin
voice.
my demo tape.
I will make sure he watches it. I'll hold
Okay.
him down if I have to.
Hold him down. There you go.
Perfect. Okay, there's a lot of good stories today, but
Yeah.
when we got prepped a minute ago about the stories, Kelly's jaw hit the floor when she heard about Tim McGraw.
I did.
Oh, Kelly, how wild of a story is this, Kelly?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy. So it was, if people haven't heard yet, so it was Saturday in Reno, Nevada. Tim McGraw was having a show, a small, like intimate sort of concert. And he's on stage and he's playing and he was doing Just to See You Smile. And it seemed like he forgot some of the words to his own song. And there was a couple who was front and center, essentially right in front of Tim as he was on the stage, who was letting him have it, according to witnesses now, kind of booing him and jeering him a little bit for forgetting the words to his own song. So Tim McGraw actually stops the song mid-song and just stares at these people. And then he jumps down and they actually have like a confrontation, like a face-off. Now, thankfully nobody got hurt and it didn't turn violent or anything like that, but it was a really tense moment. It was so tense and strange. You actually had other people from the crowd that were screaming like, get on stage, play the show. people were yelling. It was the strangest scene. So eventually he gets back on stage and he continues the show and finishes up. But his reason, he tried to give some explanation for what happened. He said he had been shooting another project of his for about 48 hours straight, was the way he put it. And he basically said, "I'm exhausted. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can up here." But a really weird situation. You don't see that too often, especially with a guy that's that big of a star. All he had to do, Kelly, was point at security and say, "Get these people out of there." And they, no questions asked. They would have been gone. But he handled it himself.
I guess he and Faith are quite a pair. That is reminiscent of when that woman was trying to grab him on stage, and she said, gave her heck for, "Don't you touch my husband." I'm like, so I guess that worked out. I want to see a clip of that. I am going to go look for that.
Yeah.
For Tim McGraw. Is there anything out there? I mean, I guess we can see it.
There is, right. So there's some video and then it cuts off and then there's some other video. Yeah, we posted it. So if you want to see it, Kelly.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I wish somebody loved me like Faith loves Tim, because if that happened to me, they'd be like, just take him. That's fine. I don't care.
Same thing with me, yeah.
That is so interesting. I've always liked Faith and Tim together.
Yes.
I know Tim's sister in Nashville, and I just think it's interesting. Lack of sleep makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do.
Hey, I get it. I forget things all the time. I forgot the name of the song as I was talking about it. I had to look on this Post-it here that I wrote. So, it happens.
Yeah.
Michael, I do want to say before, because we're going to touch on Kim K here in a minute, but I have to say, all the flack that she was getting from everyone for hosting SNL, she did amazing.
She did.
I laughed so hard, Michael, and I was like, she kind of put all the haters to shame, I think.
I thought so too. It's like, where's Deborah Messing now?
Right.
That she was. There was a lot of people on Twitter, social media, but as far as famous people, I think Deborah Messing was the one who really kind of went at Kim the hardest. And is she the smoothest comedian yet? No, of course not. But she was funny to get up there and to do that. We were told, guys, that she was practicing. She was rehearsing 20 hours a week last week, every day since she got to New York on Monday. So imagine that, the work that she actually put in the lead up to Saturday night's show. So she gave it her all. I thought it was really funny. The jokes she made, nothing was off limits. Some of the jokes upset some people.
Yeah.
We did a story yesterday about Nicole Brown's family being upset at some of the OJ jokes, but I thought that the writers did a good job, and the writers did a great job, and I thought Kim did too.
Well, I'm sorry. Her mom was good friends with OJ, I think.
Yeah, and you know what? It's great. It's so funny you say that, Kelly, because that's exactly when we talked to Nicole Brown's sister. That's what she said. That was she said, look, I know it's not Kim and Chris that came up with these jokes. It's the writers. But, Chris was good, really good friends with Nicole Brown in the 90s. And Chris should have said something to stop them. Should have told the writers, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So that was what Nicole's family has said. But they were really close friends.
But Michael, can I tell you my point of view on that one? Like, I understand if it was my family member, I understand being upset by that. But what I think it does is it still brings to the forefront that somebody was acquitted for something that a lot of people think he did. So what I think it's doing is bringing to maybe the younger generation who wasn't alive for the OJ trial to be like, well, everybody still thinks he's guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. And I don't know if she wants her memory to be kept alive on a Saturday Night Live bit, but it does. It gets people talking. Here we are talking about Nicole Brown right now when we normally probably wouldn't have. So, yeah, I see both sides. I probably would have been upset, too, if I was the family, but I think unfortunately, that's just the way it goes because it was obviously a tragic situation. But overall, Kim did a great job.
She did great, and it's a testament to the writers because, SNL gets raked over the coals for sometimes not the best writing. But I thought the writing, the jokes was on point.
Yeah.
They had a lot of material to work with.
They really did.
I will say that.
And she put the work in, and so that was good because she knows she's got the haters out there, and she wanted to do the best job she could do. Yeah, and that's great.
Yeah.
And so she's getting the estate then?
Oh, so so let me, so back to the story.
Sorry, back to that.
Right? SNL is so much more fun now. So, well, first of all, it's interesting because I think a lot of people thought, especially recently, Kanye was helping Kim with the SNL stuff, and she was always at those concerts that he was having before he released his album, that they weren't divorcing. Well, they are still divorcing because Kim filed, with the court documents yesterday that said that she is keeping this massive estate, this estate that's worth $60 million, give or take, in Hidden Hills, which is a neighborhood, very fancy neighborhood out here in California. A lot of celebrities live there. And so Kim is going to get to keep the $60 million estate. Now, it's interesting because that's where Kim and the kids have lived since the divorce was filed. But it's a place that Kanye was really responsible for overhauling. They bought it for $20 million in 2014, and they did so much work. They bought the lot next to it, which was a very expensive piece of property. They did a lot of renovations, worked with a famous architect. So, and this was all spearheaded by Kanye. So Kanye did the work, but he is, at least it seems, not fighting Kim on the house part. And again, the kids will stay with Kim in the $60 million estate in Hidden Hills. Now, Kanye's been making moves too. He sold, or is in the process of selling. He just listed his ranch in Wyoming for $11 million, and then he bought a place in Malibu for something like $50 million. So a lot of wheeling and dealing going on, and a lot of liquidation as part of the divorce as well. But they're on good terms. They're just not going to stay married to each other.
Okay, that works out. Yeah.
Michael, unfortunately, we're out of time. We can't get to the third story.
There's so much to talk about.
Captain Kirk is going to space today. We'll talk about it next week.
Oh, gosh, that's a good one, though, too.
I know. We just get to talking to Michael, and it's like we're talking to a friend, and we lose track of time.
Absolutely.
I know. We can just keep on going forever like this.
I know.
But
okay, Michael.
We'll do it next week. I'll be here next week.
Okay. We'll see you then, Michael. Have a great week.
Yeah, see you next
You too.
week.
Thanks, Kelly and Jeremy.
Thank you. All right, you can catch TMZ weekdays at 5 p.m., TMZ Live weekdays at 2 p.m., and that was so much fun.
Yes.
We'll be back right after this.
I love him so much. I know.